Many think this question is hard. However, it is because they do not understand the laws of indices. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step solution on how to handle this kind of question. The first thing I would like you to know is that 15 can be written as 5 multiplied by 3, right? Also, 33 can be written as 11 multiplied by 3. Also, 10 can be written as 5 multiplied by 2. 22 can be written as 11 multiplied by 2. So the first step is that I'm going to replace all the values here, are you getting it, as the products. So let us proceed. 15, instead of 15, I'm going to replace that the product of 5 and 3. So I'm going to have 5 times 3 raised to the power of x minus, instead of 10, I'm going to replace that 5 times 2, okay? So I'm going to have 5 times 2 raised to the power of x. This divided by 33 raised to the power of x will be written as 11 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of x minus 11 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of x. This will be equals to 25 over 121. Okay, that is the first step. Now, recall these laws of indices. If you have a times b raised to the power of c, this can be written as a raised to the power of c times b raised to the power of c, right? So I'm having 5 times 3 raised to the power of x. This can be written as 5 raised to the power of x multiplied by 3 raised to the power of x minus 5 raised to the power of x multiplied by 2 raised to the power of x. This divided by 11 raised to the power of x multiplied by 3 raised to the power of x minus 11 raised to the power of x multiplied by 2 raised to the power of x. This will be equals to 25 all over 121. Are you following? Okay, do not forget that 25 can be written as 5 raised to the power of 2. Also, 121 can be written as 11 raised to the power of 2, right? Okay, I'm going to apply this. I'm going to replace it here. 25 will be 5 raised to the power of 2. 121 will be 11 raised to the power of 2. But before that, at the left-hand side as well, you will discover that at the numerator, 5 raised to the power of x is common, right? Also, at the denominator, 11 raised to the power of x is common. Is that not it? Yes. So let us factorize it out. I'm going to have 5 raised to the power of x, 3 raised to the power of x, minus 2 raised to the power of x, divided by 11 raised to the power of x, 3 raised to the power of x, minus 2 raised to the power of x. So we've factorized it out. The next step, do not forget this. We have to replace 25 and 121 as 5 squared and 11 squared. So I'm going to have 5 squared divided by 11 squared. Are you following? Now, this can eliminate this such that at the left-hand side, we are going to be left with the ratio of 5 raised to the power of x and 11 raised to the power of x, okay? So I'm going to have 5 raised to the power of x all over 11 raised to the power of x equals to, look at this, 5 raised to the power of 2 divided by 11 raised to the power of 2. Now look at this. If you have a raised to the power of b divided by c raised to the power of b, if you have the same exponent at the numerator and the denominator, the result will be a over c raised to the power of b. Are you getting it? So we're going to apply this law. We're going to apply it here. So we're going to have 5 over 11 raised to the power of x, because the exponent here is x, the exponent here is x. This will equals to 5 divided by 11 raised to the power of 2, because the exponent here is 2 and the exponent here is also 2. So obviously x equals to 2, which is the final answer. I want to try this question by yourself. Let's say we now change this. Let's say we change this question. This becomes 121 and this becomes 25. What will be your answer? I want to tell me in the comment section, okay? Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, okay? See you in the next class.